It's Week 9 of the NFL, and we'll see Asante Samuel Jr. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3rd and 3. Going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. Let's go now. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. And
he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Saints defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their time.
And this is going to be another first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They run again with Hyde on first. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check that. Flag.
Now Hyde running right. And he flanks his way in for the Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places, and we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at the Saints defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10.
The Saints 16-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment.
Here we go. Hurt. Ready.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. That is caught. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an out.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Drives. You've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Brings up third down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
3rd and 19.
65 cat.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Try to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Set, tempo, set. Let's go. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will stay put at 17.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 129. NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them.
Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Allen. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a first down, as the quick slant gets him 14. On play action, Allen rolling to his left. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. Now that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, if my calculations are correct here, and I think that they are, he's now over 55,000 career passing yards.
But you did get a fine education in the Midwest, my friend, so I know that happened, okay? I know those Butler Bulldogs very proud of what they sent out there, so I'm trusting your numbers.
Toward the top.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start.
Down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the
coast. Is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete to Keller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Hurry, hurry!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. This is Young on the carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
18 Rattler.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was over.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good position to be in here. Second and inches. Allen to throw once more. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And now here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go.
Sit down.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2 yards to go, second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing